Okay, now, in pursuant to the Florida Rules of Civil Procedure, uh, Statute 843-0855, entitled Criminal Actions Under Color of Law or Through Use of Simulated Legal Process, Section 2 of that statute says, any person who deliberately impersonates or falsely acts as a public officer or tribunal, public employee or utility employee included but not limited to marshals, judges, prosecutors, sheriffs, deputies, court personnel, that means lawyers, bailiffs, anybody got anything to do with the court, clerk of the courts, any of that, right? Or any law enforcement authority in connection with or relating to any legal process affecting persons and property. Now, this happened when the state of Florida aided and abetted SunTrust Bank in stealing my home at 3250 Safe Harbor Lane in Lake Mary, Florida. Right? I went into the civil courthouse in Seminole County, and I gave evidence in support of the theft of my home, and the whole court system sided with SunTrust Bank. The post office sent me 0 checks. See, that's property. See, they tried to say I'm not a person. They tried to make me property. So they put me in jail, which made me property of the state, which then allowed me to then emancipate not only myself, but every citizen in the state of Florida through the Florida Constitution and the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, statutory law, the Declaration of Independence, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964 in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, and then inside of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, right? That's when I proved to the state of Florida that I was a person and not property. And that's when the state of Florida became my property, because it didn't accept me as a person. See, so this is what I'm saying. This is punishable as provided in statute 775-082 or statute 775-083. So these are 2 statutes that the state of Florida has violated in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida ever since August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. So how then is the state of Florida through this judge Bradshaw in the, I think her name was Alice Bradshaw, in the civil courthouse in Orange County in the state of Florida, is presided over a hearing yesterday on January 18th at 8:30 in the morning, and she did not release me from this kidnapping that the state of Florida has done to me since August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. The state of Florida knew that I was a person. And ever since then, through its judges, its elected officials, and through the presidents of the United States of America, from George W. Bush to Obama to Trump to now Biden, have all incarcerated me for no reason other than the fact that they violating the Constitution. So according to this, these people have committed 3rd-degree felonies, and that's why they can't run, and it's punishable as provided in statute 775-082 or statute 775-083. And then section 3, subsection 3 of this same criminal Florida Rules of Civil Procedure 843-0855, entitled Criminal Actions Under the Color of Law or Through Use of Simulated Process. This is C, any person who simulates legal processes, including but not limited to affecting title to real estate. See, that's when the state of Florida then allowed somebody to retitle the property that the state of Florida aided and abetted SunTrust Bank and taken from my wife and I in 2008 on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. Right there, the 3, like subsection 3 of this color law statute, any person who simulates legal processes, including but not limited to actions affecting title to real estate or personal property. Now that's my 1980 Corvette that Judge John D. Galuzzo allowed Bill Hurd Chevrolet to take in 2008 in the courthouse. See, they use the courthouse like a weapon, and that's why now I'm using the law in self-defense. See, if I wasn't in a position to use the law in self-defense, then Judge John D. Galuzzo would have got away with a murder, right? See, he would have got away with taking my life. See, the judge can give you a life sentence. That means he took your life, he or she. See, they can give you execution, right? And then that is the end of natural life, but they can give you a sentence of natural life. That means that you will never get out of prison. And that's what the state of Florida has done to me. It has given me an open-ended date, and it's waiting on me to commit a crime so then it can then put me away. See what I'm saying? So this is why this is a crime. It's a false act as a public officer or tribunal, a public employee, or you see, it's a false act as a judge in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida. And now say any person who simulates legal processes, including but not limited to actions affecting title to real estate or personal property. Indictments, see, they indicted me. They gave me a subpoena, warrants, injunction, liens. They put a lien on me and my property. They put orders they get an order of protection. It's the Winter Park Police Department. I put an order of protection against me after I put an order of protection against the state of Florida. Okay, now and then see, then they had judgments against me and any legal documents. So they put documents against me and they got a proceeding against me, knowing or having reason to know that the contents of any such document or proceeding or the basis for action to be fraudulent. So see, I'm showing you that the court case that they had against the court hearing, the proceeding that they had against me yesterday on January 18th at 8:30 in the morning in the civil courthouse in Orange County in the state of Florida was fraudulent. It was an intimidation tactic. They was trying to intimidate me. Now, section 4, subsection 4 of this is any person who falsely under color of law attempts in any way to influence, intimidate, or hinder a public officer or law enforcement in the discharge of his or her official duties by means of, but not limited to, threats of or actual physical abuse or harassment, or through the use of simulated, for which is defined as made to look genuine, legal process, commits a felony of the 3rd degree punishable as provided in statute 775-082 or statute 775-083. So right there, the judges, about 60 judges in the state of Florida, 4 presidents from Bush, George W. Bush, Obama, Trump, and now Biden have all committed 3rd degree felonies because they have falsely under the color of law attempted to influence, intimidate, or hinder me, right? And I am a United States veteran, so I am a public officer. I am Petty Officer 3rd Class Tommy Chancey Council Sr. See, I am an officer of the United States Navy. I'm gonna be that until the day I die. So now this country gave me an oath to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I did that in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. I did it in the I did it in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. And I did it as a member of the United States Navy from August 9th, 1987 to August 16th, 1991. So, and now it says rules of civil. Now this is another Florida Rules of Civil Procedure pursuant to Rule 1.170 entitled Counter Claims and Cross Claims. So this is what rule I use to then counter the state of Florida. for what anything it do to me, that's when it say anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have to counter that. In order for you to use it against the state of Florida, you have to use this rule right here. Rule 1.170, counterclaims and cross claims. See? And so that's what I'm going to speak on the next segment. This one getting kind of long.